Vice President of the Nigerian Surveyor, QS Olayemi Shonubi.
Ifeanyi, you did wonderfully well when you made your presentation. You spoke with a lot of confidence that a lot of older members here will. How young you really are. You made your boss proud, and a lot of the other members here too were very proud, particularly one of the past presidents who felt the sky definitely is a stepping stone for you. And we look to see more of you amongst the younger generation. For the YQSF, I want to believe that this plaque is all for all of you. But if you are for doing YQSF so proud, on behalf of the president and the entire council of the Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors, I present this in appreciation of your paper presentation at the 2-day workshop with the theme, Quality Management and Control of Quantity Surveying Duties. God bless you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. So do we say YQSF? How do you respond to that? YQSF? Huh? YQSF? YQ? You don't have? You don't have? YQSF? Oh, the young shall grow. That's peak milk. No, if I really did the YQSF proud, and don't worry, in case most of you are envious of YQSF, so you can pot, no problem, you can defect. The older generations, don't worry, you can accept you. We have a way of doing things. It's not by proxy, like Prof have said, but we can find a way to, to bring you in. Prof, I really want to welcome back Prof. Yeah, please a round of applause for Prof. Professor Godwin Onojite Jagboro, and to present his plague, I would please like to welcome perhaps somebody who's also been there with him from the very beginning. Is a member of the Board of Trustees. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome Mr. Enohem Hazu to do the presentation to the Prof.
Thank you very much, Prof. Well done. Keep it up. Well, he has mentioned my name because when I made my comments, I didn't introduce myself, but he has said so. I am, well, friends, you know, call me Nom, Azu. Actually, the Nom is in my initials, but I've accepted it from friends and colleagues. So that is what I am, Mr. Nom Azu. Yes, Prof has done us proud. And for the younger ones, he is a role model. So we look forward to, I hope you look forward to his attainment to date. And the young man who spoke, I was also very much impressed. I wanted to put 1 or 2 questions to him, but unfortunately we were at a meeting when he rounded off his speech. Well done, keep it up. I know your managing partner or your principal partner, you are in good hands. So once again, I'm sure all of us have something to take away from Prof's lecture or paper. So once again, I congratulate you, and long live the profession of quantity surveyors.
Please, a round of applause. And Prof is accepting this on behalf of himself and a special assistant on quality control measures. Wow, wow, wow. Congratulations. Can we have the resource persons here for a picture with the president? Can they please come for a picture? The Prof. Ifeanyi, please come forward, come out. Let's just line for a picture. Please a round of applause for them. All right. Okay. In fact, YQSF, please, the rate at which this ifying thing is going, let's make sure it's measurable and we can know so that we can partake. Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, and this past 2 days has been wonderful. We are getting set. We are getting set for lunch, and the showers of blessing coming down already. I can imagine how. Okay, please. The Segun wants to make 1 or 2 announcements, please. Our food is this rain.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Bolaji. Mr. President, permit me to stand on our already established protocols. In the afternoon, we announced that the induction will commence by 4 p.m. However, after reconsidering, because some of the inductees complained that they've invited guests and they've told them that it's going to be by 7 p.m., while we are trying to shorten the time, we still have to consider such cases. So we have reviewed and agreed that the induction will start by 6 p.m. 6 p.m. on the dot. Immediately after now, please, will require everyone to step out so that the hall can be prepared for the induction. All inductees are expected to be seated by 6 p.m. The president, once he is in, the program commences, and if you are not seated, you will not be inducted this evening. Please, 6 p.m., all inductees be seated so that we can commence the program on time and we can also finish on time. Thank you for your understanding. See you by 6 p.m.
Thank you, Mr. Segun. Thank you. Okay. I also please want to just call up here very quickly the Vice President of the Institute, Mr. Olayemi Shonubi. Sorry, see, you need to be higher, so you can't be going up and down this way.
Sorry, Bolaji.
Yes.
It's part of quality control. I know. Please, I have been advised by our elders, and that is why we have elders in the house. My attention has been drawn to the fact that Muslim brothers will pray around 6:20 thereabout. So the time has been shifted to 6:30 p.m. in order to allow our brothers to have their time. Thank you very much.
Okay. 6:30. Now. Okay. So, Mr. Vice President Olayemi Shonubi, a round of applause for him. Going to take some few minutes to run us through some basics.
Mr. President, past presidents here present, distinguished fellows, distinguished colleagues, I will not take too much of our time. I just want to make some little observation and comments on the logbook filling. I know that most of those in this hall are not involved in logbook filling, but we are also involved. And the way we are involved is that most people here are supervisors to those who fill logbook. In January, we'll be calling on the probationers to submit their various stages of logbook. One of the things we have discovered in the last 2 assessments that we did this year was the fact that most of the supervisors do not take time to go through what the candidates have filled in their logbook. It is disheartening when a qualified corporate member who is supposed to guide a probationer who is filling the logbook signs without checking and reading what that probationer has written in his or her logbook and diary. We've had courses to make recommendations to the council that such supervisors should be reprimanded. Now that we are talking about quality management systems, I think it's about time that we imbibe these quality management systems in all our endeavors, including in supervising the young up and coming ones, so that we guide them on the right way to go about how to qualify professionally. All supervisors are advised that even before you fill and sign, kindly go through the diary. The instructions as to how to fill the logbook and diary are already listed there. It's not just about signing at the bottom. You have to also read through what the candidate has written. What he has written, is it realistic? In a situation where somebody is filling the first stage of logbook and the person claims to have been involved in arbitration, you ask yourself, how can somebody who has less than 2 years experience in quantity surveying be involved in arbitration? Or somebody says he's involved in insurance without stating exactly what he's doing under the insurance. So that's why I'm asking that question. That's why I'm asking that please, when they bring this logbook and diaries to us, let's read through. Let's be sure. Let's guide them properly. That whatever they are writing and selling and sending to the institute are genuine. And also, we are supposed to be their supervisors. So what that also meant is that we are supposed to guide them on what they are supposed to do professionally. For instance, somebody comes to you, you only sign the logbook. But have you even tried to test whether he or she can prepare an interim valuation? Because if the person writes there that he prepared valuation on the particular project, and you that signed as supervisor cannot be sure that this person can do valuation, then what is the point? And why they still want you to sign as a supervisor is to show that, yes, this person passed through you, you have guided him or her on how to do the rightful thing. So please, I want to implore the senior ones here, because like I said, in January, end of January, we'll be calling for submission. When they come to you to sign, ordinarily you are supposed to sign every month or every week, although it's signed at the end of the week. But we know it might be a little tedious for them to bring it to you every day to sign. So some of you might want to delay until the end of every month. But we also realize that sometimes you wait until when the candidate is about to submit, and then he or she comes to you, and then you sign everything at the go. Please endeavor to check what you are signing so that you don't embarrass yourself. Thank you all very much, and I hope we all had a nice time. God bless you.
A round of applause for the Vice President. Thank you for that very important information. And if I could borrow from the Prof, it appears some of our senior members are signing logbooks by proxy. And we really need to find a way to do that. It's been wonderful. Gentlemen at the back, are you with me? Hello? Can you hear my voice behind? So to the gentleman there, yeah, you, stand, please. Can you just give us an overview of what happened here today? I believe you've been part of us from the very beginning. It appears when we have workshop, most times, the first and second role are always the active players. Everybody at the back here always seems to be doing something else. So I need somebody here that can in 2 minutes just give me an overview of what we did here today. Anybody, please? Or you were all here by proxy during the seminar? Anybody here? Anybody here? And this is where probably we have the younger generation, sir. YQSF, look at your people. Nobody here can just give us 1 or 2 overview from the back here. Hello? Okay, if you are able to, remember the Prado the press about? You can get that to motivate you. Nobody. Nobody. I think it's really important when we... Who? Mohammed. Mohammed is in front. It's not Kabiru is in front, not the back. Most times we've realized that when we have workshops this way, when you go beyond the first and the second row, everybody behind seems to be in a no man's land. And it's really not the best. In as much as you can hear the sound of the microphone where you are, you all should be active players. Some of us have carried our secondary school, primary school, you know, back to this place. All you backbenchers. You just find yourself, we sit at the back. We start a program, everywhere is empty. Some people will just go and stay at the back and go and stay at the back. You know, that's really not the best. And for us to say that we carry ourselves along together. If we now go into this YouTube streaming and webmail, how it will even be worse. If you are here and you cannot even participate actively, by the time you start relying on online streaming and all that, what will happen? Like you mentioned, you probably just put it on and some of you just walk out and just let it in there. But really, if you are to really imbibe the system of quality management, you have to first of all take ownership of it as an individual. If as an individual, you yourself, you are not coordinated or planned in the way you do your things, there is no way you can reflect in your own deliverables as a professional. So really, professionalism is an act. You need to take ownership of it. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. And I want to also thank the leadership of the House for the opportunity given to me in particular to stand before you this day. I must say that I have been a product of the quality management system under the tutelage of majority of the leaders seated in the front row. And I thank God that I'm here this day showcasing that which I've learned under every one of you. Thank you, and it's been a privilege. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're going to disperse shortly for the lunch. I'm going to have to call on the ushering department right now to please come and guide us through how we are going to proceed. If I could have somebody from the ushering department to please come forward and explain to us how the lunch is going to, how we are going to proceed. Bola Diera, please. Okay. All right. Okay. Please. This is very, you can see the management here. You can see us trying to make sure that we coordinate this thing. ISO standard, style of feeding. Please. I should have mentioned this. The induction ceremony is a gated ceremony, meaning you will only be allowed to enter if you have the ticket, which is your card, your invitation card that has to be purchased. So it is not open to everybody. This is part of quality control. People like us, we can attend. But people like you, if you are going to attend, you must show your invitation card. So please and please. Now, concerning the food, the weather is cold and the food is very hot. So the idea is this. We suspect that some of us possibly are currently overwhelmed by this cold and you want to rush the hotness of the food. So please, we are begging, allow this table of the president, past president, to rise first. followed by the tables in front here where we have the fellows and members of the National Executive Council. They must go and they must return before the rest of us begin to stand table by table. It is crowded outside there already. We have members, people who are seated in that corridor. So it's going to be terrible if all of us go there. We need to find a way. It's part of ISO, please, in case you don't know. It is very important you follow this directive. The president will rise and the past president, they will go. Once they hit outside of the door, members of the National Executive Council and the fellows here in front will join them. Everybody remains seated. Don't worry, I'll be here with you. We'll be conversing. By the time they come back, I will tell you when to leave. Please and please, we are here together. I've been the one standing and I've not eaten. So I think I'm even much more in need of that food than you all. So we are together in this thing together. So please, ushering department. The president is going to stand up now with the past president of QSRBN. So we can see we are following the trend. So they are standing up. They are standing. They are still standing. And yes, they started greeting. Sir, we need to go outside, sir. Not to greet. Is it quality? Just go. People will try to greet you, they mistakenly follow you. They will mistakenly follow you by greeting. Please. Are they still going? Are they still going? See, they've gone. Please, a round of applause for them for going out. A round of applause. And they will still greet. Our leadership. They need to maintain. Thank you, sir, Board of Trustees members. Thank you very much, sir, for going. So we are here together. Don't worry. I'm not going to anywhere. We are together. And this one, we'll get it right. This one. We'll get it right. Sir, Prof, are you ready? Hold your PA now, Prof. Who are you holding? No, Prof, go with your PA. That's important. It's not his turn. By greeting you, he will follow you, Prof. That's it. A round of applause for Prof and the PA. Look at that. Look at that. My God. My wife needs to start following me to events. As I'm doing the MC, she'll probably be behind me. I'm the not PA, SA. Senior advice. Carry on. A round of applause for Prof. He's gone out. Good. We are here. We are here. No cause for alarm. This food, all of us will eat. All right. Okay. National Executive Council members. Hey. My people. And they are standing. BJ. They are standing. A round of applause for them, please.
BJ.
Clap, clap, clap. Okay. That is the point where when you anchor, it gets dangerous. When you finish your event and there's nothing else to say, you just be saying anything. So permit me to say anything right now. Please. That place is really, really untidy. It will do one of us no good to go and stand there. All right, Brigadier, sir. Well done, sir. How has it been? Well done, sir. You see how gentle the Brigadier is. I was with him seated on his table yesterday and was running me through his CV. That man, if this man slaps you once, you won't react to it immediately. It will take you like 2 weeks. You'll be in your bed at night. All of a sudden, you will scream, yeah! You remember that, Brigadier? Brigadier, sir, gently, shake me gently, gently. Thank you very much, sir. There's a man who is a QS and also be in the forefront of the fight with the terrorism in Nigeria. QS has gone beyond scale rule now. He's there with the weapons and everything. Sir, God bless you. You can rise up. For that alone, you can stand and go outside, sir. A round of applause for